Year 13 Short Revision Video 5. So the question requires us to show detailed reasoning, meaning that we cannot just draw the graph on our calculator and read off the solutions that way. We've actually got to show how we've solved the equation. Now, there should be an instant recognition of the link between sec squared and tan squared here, because there is a Pythagorean identity that we work with here. And we know that 1 plus tan squared theta is equivalent to sec squared theta, and we can make use of that. So we're going to replace sec squared theta with tan squared theta plus 1. And effectively, we have a quadratic equation in disguise here. Tan squared theta plus 2 tan theta minus 3 equals 0. And it looks like this is going to factorise. So tan theta minus 1, tan theta plus 3 equals 0. You can always check by expanding back in your head. And this then gives us tan theta equals 1, or tan theta equals negative 3. And this will then give us multiple answers. The easy one is tan theta equals 1. Theta then equals 45 degrees. I'm working in degrees because in the question the range for theta is between 0 and 360 degrees, so it's clear we're working in degrees. Now my next answer can then be found either using the cast diagram or sketching a trig graph. If I'm using the cast diagram, I know that my first answer here is 45 degrees, and then my next answer is going to be all the way around here, so it's going to be 180 plus 45 degrees, or sketch the tan graph and find the second answer that way. Now, my next equation is tan theta equals negative 3, and if we work out the inverse tan of negative 3, we of course get a value that's out of range, negative 71.565. So again, we either have to use the cast diagram or sketch a tan graph in order to find out the correct position of the answer. So currently, we're going to be in this quadrant here, 71.5 degrees in that direction, or negative 71.5 degrees. We want to make sure we are in the correct quadrant, so we need to be up over here. So that's going to be this angle here. So that's 180 minus 71.56. Make sure you don't do minus minus as a calculation, because that will obviously give you the wrong answer. So that gives me 108.43 ... so 108.4 degrees to one decimal place. And then my other answer is going to come from this bottom right hand quadrant, but we obviously need to go the whole way around like that. So that answer is going to be 360 minus 71.565, and again make sure you're subtracting the positive version of that angle, not the negative version. So that gives me 288.434 ... or 288.4 degrees to one decimal place. Again, this equation can be solved very, very easily by drawing a sketch of a trigonometric graph. So sketch the graph y equals tan theta if you're not comfortable using the cast diagrams or the quadrants in order to find your answers. Now, this then allows us to see all four possible answers. Theta is 45, or 225, or 108.4, or 288.4 degrees. There are four answers within the given range.